Oh my god, I gotta take these off. Holy moly. Oh, it feels so good. Oh, it feels so good. Hey guys, welcome back. I know I feel so good to be back to filming. It has been a few days since I've filmed. I have had pre-recorded videos. You guys know this for the last like 2.5, 3 weeks. Today I have so many errands that I have to do, and with that being said, I feel like today's video is going to be perfect to do this because we're going to be testing out Urban Decay's new foundation, which I'm so excited about. So I've got that along with the new Naked concealers that we're going to be testing out. So let's get diving right into this. All right, so I have 2 shades from each collection to choose from. This here is the Stay Naked foundation, and then this here is the Correcting Concealers. So here is what the foundations look like. I think the packaging is really sleek on this. I really like it. I also do appreciate that they did like a see-through packaging so you can actually see what the product looks like. So I have 2 shades to choose from. The first one I have is 50NN and 50WY. As for the amount in here, you do get 1 fluid ounce, which is very comparable to other foundations out there. This foundation does retail for, I believe, $38. No, $39. I apologize. Retails for $39. There are 50 shades. It is a vegan formula. It is supposed to be flexible, breathable, and a real skin matte finish, which I'm all about because you guys know me. I've got oily skin. It's supposed to stay true to color, and it's waterproof, and it's supposed to also minimize the appearance of pores, which I'm really interested to see how that works. Before we go into foundation, I am going to prime my face really quickly. I'm going to go in with the Fenty primer. This here is the Soft Matte Pro Filter Primer. And then I'm also going to take just a little bit of the Tarte Clean Slate Smoothing Primer. I actually mentioned this in my current obsessions for my higher end makeup products, and I mentioned to you guys how much I love this for like smoothing out more of my textured parts. I just find it to work really, really well there. We're gonna go ahead and swatch both of them. So the first shade I have is 50NN, and then I also have 50WY. It's obvious that 50NN is what we're gonna use today. And then that is it mixed together. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna be taking my Morphe E6 and I'm just gonna blend those out really quick. All right, so right off the bat, I can tell you that you can definitely see that my skin is starting to even out a little bit more. So that is 1 layer right there. You guys can see still a little bit of peeking through, which is okay, but for the most part, like it has definitely covered up a lot of the redness and discoloration that I have. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start on this side again and build a second layer. So I have 2 full layers of the foundation on. It took 2.5 pumps to get this. And you can still see a little bit of peeking through. But it's covered, like a majority of everything is covered. It's not clinging on to any of my dry spots at all. I have a little bit of dryness right here on my nose, nothing. It looks really good and it matches my skin pretty damn well. I don't want to do any more foundation. I want to move into the concealer because I want to see how well the concealer works and see if it covers up anything else I need it to. So let's move into the concealers. I have 2 of the concealers. So I ended up picking up the shades 30NY, which is the top, and 40NN, which is the bottom. When I look at this, I'm thinking that this might be a little too light and this might be perfect for underneath my eyes. So we'll start off with the shade 40NN and use that underneath our eyes to conceal. I think this is gonna be perfect. I was hoping that this would be like the perfect shade for, you know, concealing anything else I needed to, but because I got color, I'm not a fan of it with the Beauty Blender, weirdly enough. I feel like it takes up all the product. So I'm gonna use my brush to apply it with, and this is the Morphe M334. There we go. All right, so that is what the concealer looks like. Very light, like I can already tell that it's a very light formula. It really reminds me a lot of the Naked Skin concealers, which I really, really like. But this one, I feel like it definitely took 2 to build up. I think if you were to use a beauty sponge, you would definitely need like 2 layers of this, but with a brush, you could probably do it in 1. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up. I'm gonna powder my skin really quickly, and I will be back once all of my makeup is on. We are fully done. We got everything on: bronzer, cheek powder, blush, highlight, everything is on. And you guys, I will tell you right now, this stuff reminds me so much of my other favorite foundations. So just off the bat, I could tell you that I really do like it. Like, I like the way it sits on my skin and everything. It holds up really well with other things. I could probably have went ahead and not set it. Like, by the time I got done with my under eye area and my lower lash line, it was like almost completely dry. But just because I do have texture, and typically it tends to fade away really quickly right here, and because it's super humid outside and it's 83, I went ahead and I did set it just using a little bit of translucent powder. So far, I like the way it looks. It definitely doesn't feel like I'm wearing a whole lot of makeup, and I'm really impressed because right now I haven't seen any settling like in my fine lines, especially on my forehead. Underneath my eyes looks fine. Everything looks good. All right, so it is 12:46. I'm gonna go ahead and run my errands and stuff like that. I will check back with you guys here at the end of the day to let you guys see what it looks like and stuff. Yeah, I'll see you guys here in a few hours. So I am here for my final check-in tonight. It is 10:20 and I need to go wash my hair and put some hair color in it. You guys can see my eyelashes are like starting to fall off. That is how ready I am for bed. So I figured we would do our final check-in so you guys can see what my face looks like. I did quite a few errands. I did sweat a little bit. I ran around outside. I played inside. So I did it all. And I will say that I'm actually still impressed with the way that it's holding up. Like, my face still looks good. There was a little bit of oiliness right here. You can see that a little bit of the foundation. Let me see. I'm going to zoom you guys in a little bit more. I'm going to get a little bit closer so you guys can see. But so far, all I see is it did seem to fade away right in this area on my chin. A little bit of my discoloration is starting to peek through there. As for the cheek area, like my bronzer and stuff, I still feel like it's holding up really well. I haven't done any sort of blotting or reapplying any powder. So for the foundation itself, I feel like it's held up really well. I'm going to tell you right now, I really love this foundation. I'm actually going to take it with me for my next trip. It actually doesn't feel like I'm wearing a bunch of makeup, and like I said, 2 pumps earlier that you guys saw really did the job. I know that this foundation said that it was a matte finish. I don't think that it's a complete matte finish. Like, the way that it wore on my skin, it does look matte, but for me, it didn't feel like a complete matte finish. It almost felt like a satin finish. It was between a satin and a matte finish. Now that we're done with that, I would definitely say that the foundation is a win. Like, I would totally get it if I were you. Let's talk about the concealer, because the concealer is the one thing I think I found the most issues with. I had issues applying it, and it wouldn't do well with my beauty blender, and then with my brush it did fine, but I had to apply 2 layers to get like full coverage, which I think a lot of it had to do with the fact that I used the sponge first, so it took a lot of the product off, then I went in with the foundation. As time has worn on, I've noticed that it's definitely started to fade away right here. I can see a lot of peaking right in this area, and I can definitely see like a white cast right underneath my eyes. I don't know if that has to do with the fact that the color is a little too light for me, or if it's just not holding on well enough underneath my eyes. I think I have to play with it one more time. It is starting to break up right here. It's starting to break up, so it isn't lasting as long as the foundation is. I mean, I wore glasses for a little bit, but I don't think that that would have anything to do with it. So I'm still a little uncertain with the concealer. I don't know exactly how I feel about it. But I would definitely say if you guys are looking into this collection, the foundation for sure is a win. That is my review. You did a good job, Urban Decay. I'm super excited about this, and I'm sold. So definitely check it out if you guys see it. They have 50 shades, so there's plenty of shades there for you guys to choose from. Let me know down below in the comments if you guys have already picked it up. It is already available, so if you guys are looking into it, I'll definitely link it down below, as well as the shades that I use. If you guys are new to my channel, I hope you guys enjoyed this video today, and I hope you guys will stay and subscribe to my channel. If you guys are already subscribed, I appreciate it. Just make sure to hit that notification bell, so every time I upload on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, you guys are notified at 6 p.m. Central. So I will see you guys all in my next video, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.